Outlander, why did Jamie Fraser put his kilt back on? Real reason revealed. Outlander Season 5 recently came back to screens with Jamie Fraser facing some tough choices. But why did the Highlander put his kilt on in the new series of the Starz drama? Starz series Outlander continues this week as Jamie, played by Sam Heughan, and his wife Claire Fraser, Katrina Balfe, find themselves on a new adventure. The 5th season has been adapted from Diana Gabaldon's novel The Fiery Cross and takes place during a turbulent period in history and the birth of America as we know it today. But one big thing fans are intrigued about is Jamie's decision to put his kilt on. Season 5 of Outlander opened with the marriage of Brianna Fraser, Sophie Skelton, to Roger Mackenzie, Richard Rankin, as the couple tied the knot following their tumultuous romance last year. While it was a joyous occasion, the scent of revolution was in the air with Governor Tryon, Tim Downey, demanding Jamie form a militia to find Murdoch Fitzgibbons, Duncan LaCroix, and bring him to justice. The episode ended with Jamie making the decision to dust off his kilt as he donned his clan tartan and called his men to arms by lighting a Celtic cross. But some viewers might be wondering why Jamie decided to put his kilt on after all this time? Following Scotland's defeat at the hands of the British at the Battle of Culloden, wearing of tartan was banned and anyone caught in a kilt would face a heavy punishment. Tartan was perceived as a sign of rebellion against English rule, and so any signs of nationalism were eradicated as part of the iron-fisted rule over Scotland. While Outlander fans may not have noticed after the Battle of Culloden, Jamie was hardly seen in his kilt for fear of breaking the law and facing recourse for doing so. Speaking in a behind-the-scenes video for Episode 1, Outlander executive producer said, "The idea of seeing Jamie back in his kilt is something we talked about lots since last season, Season 4. When does Jamie put his kilt back on? It kind of became a thing, it had to be a momentous moment. We didn't do it like it was originally in the book at River Run, but we were trying to find the perfect time for him to put on his kilt." Showrunner Matthew B. Roberts went on to explain, "We wanted to make it a moment. I think that was the key thing. And you want to build the anticipation of it's his daughter's wedding, why isn't he wearing his kilt? And it's that moment he makes that decision, if Tryon wants a Scot, and what's more Scottish than putting on his plaid kilt and walking out and showing the redcoats there but also all the other families." Roberts continued, as he says in his speech, "We're not clan, we're not family." But he deliberately put this on in a moment that made him the laird visually. And Jamie's a pretty smart guy, and it's a smart move to make to himself look like a laird. He brought the guys right in. Davis added, "Also in Season 4, I feel like there was this idea of trying to assimilate into this new country and you never leave your Scottishness behind but still trying to kind of start life anew, and this seemed like a fitting way. I do think the actors missed it. I think Sam was certainly very excited to put it back on." Jamie's Scottish identity is going to be in crisis this season as he's also going to be putting on a redcoat, the official uniform of the English Army, imagery fans never thought they'd see. As part of his duty to the crown, Jamie will also be fighting against the regulators for the English. Therefore, Season 5 will be a big one in terms of symbolism and the clothes the Highlander wears. Reflecting on putting on the redcoat, Star Heughan told Cinema Belen the uniform had negative connotations for his character, including Captain Black Jack Randall, Tobias Menzies, and the death of his father. The Star said, "So for him to have to wear a red coat, it's a storyline that is not so much in the book, but the writers did a great job and sort of really digging into that storyline. And we see Jamie have to sort of go against everything he stands for the greater good, for the good of the people he's trying to protect. Yeah, so to see Jamie Fraser in a red coat for me was kind of full circle and kind of terrifying at the same time."